Friends, let us look not just at this ongoing coronavirus pandemic, but at our nation's homemade plagues. Plagues made by human socioeconomic conditions and systems that make this coronavirus more virulent and dangerous, and which perhaps are more deadly than a natural virus ever could be. COVID 19 infects the human body, but what pre existing conditions in our body politic make us more vulnerable to it? Economic inequality, environmental devastation, labor precarity, alienation, racism, authoritarian bots and corporate fascism, xenophobic know-nothingism. I now must acknowledge the sponsors who made this moment possible, this historical moment. This manifesto was brought to you by Airbnb. Airbnb, vacation housing where you used to live. These edgy declarations are sponsored by Uber. Uber, when you're priced out of your neighborhood, take a cheap ride somewhere else with Uber. This radical artivism is brought to you by Facebook. Facebook, when you're feeling bad for authoritarian bots and want to give them more data to work with, log on to Facebook. This neoliberal nightmare is brought to you by iPhone. iPhone, an excellent tracking device that works pretty well as a phone, too. iPhone. This subversive infiltration is brought to you by Bechtel. Bechtel, privatizing water supplies and provoking popular rebellions around the world. Thanks, Bechtel. This transgressive intervention is generously sponsored by Blackwater. Blackwater, when you need to invade now, and you need to keep it private, call Blackwater. Sorry. Due to massacres and atrocities committed by its mercenaries, Blackwater is now known as XE Services. XE Services, same great private army service, different name. Due to more massacres, XE Services is now known as Academy. Academy! When academia isn't imperialist enough, try Academy. That's Academy, formerly known as XE Services, formerly known as Blackwater, and this is all true. This underground countercultural moment was funded by Kickstarter. Kickstarter. When your artist friends give you money and someone else takes 10%, it's Kickstarter. Your genetic code is generously leased back to you on a temporary basis by Genentech. Genentech, we have your code. This transdisciplinary post-industrial meta-performative glossolalia quest for human connection was digitally searched out by you on Google. Search for meaning with Google. This internationalist pseudo-Dada neo-futurist post-Buto-liminal anti-oppressive experiment was paid for with PayPal and by searchers like you. This series of ads was brought to you by me. Me. Yet another white guy with a microphone. We probably don't need much more of me. This plague of expropriation was brought to you by whiteness. Whiteness, bringing you Inquisition, colonization, genocide, and Lynyrd Skynyrd. Whiteness, putting the honky in honky-tonk. This desire for justice and reparation is brought to you by the groaning human condition. This gnawing regret and despair is brought to you by the collective unconscious. This fervent yearning for understanding and peace is brought to you by the gap between our hearts and our systems. You are brought to you by you, the collective you, the only true hope for liberation, you. Thank you.